Hello and welcome back to Spirit Island. I'm going to try another solo game of two spirits. Abandoned the game. I started a little one. Alright, two spirits. See, I don't know what this means still, but I'm going to try moderate complexity. No adversary, but I don't know what moderate complexity means. Quick thing, so I was saying last time about how it's like annoying because this is a terrible menu for this. Because the idea is where you place the spirits, where they start, is important. And it's like, oh, I guess I can right-click the board to see it in greater detail. Yeah, but I can't see the back of the board. And it's on the back of the board that it explains where stuff would be placed, so... ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to try Shadows Flicker Like Flames and Bodan, Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, who is my favourite spirit. I'm going to have unlimited undo to try and overcome that issue, but I won't abuse it. So they're starting off by exploring in the mountains, which is should be all of them. Yeah, it's all of them because it's a balanced start. Oh, was that option there on the choosing screen so I could see that? It possibly was, but if so, it was not, shown well enough. Still an incredibly awkward system. Sorry, I'm not going to complain too much. Certain design choices in this game really bug me. But anyway. The thing with these two spirits is they're both fear-based, particularly Bodan, who is like the souped-up version of Shadows Flicker Like Flames. His thing's he can never destroy anything, instead he generates extra fear and can push explorers and towns. Whereas Shadows, he can target his powers wherever the Dahan are. For Bodan, which is, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious, Bodan, Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, Bodan. It's just what some people call it, and I think it's an adorable name for an incredibly terrifying spirit. So I will go with Power Card and Presence. And I will take one off this track, because he needs his air as much as possible in order to generate fear. Because that's his deal, in case that wasn't obvious before. And I will place it here. Then I will gain a minor power. The Defend 6 is really tempting, particularly because Bodan can't actually destroy things. A good defense is very, very important. And the ability to also remove that. The problem is it doesn't match any of the symbols. I mean, it gives me Beast, but that's it. Problem with Nature's Resilience is it also needs 2 water to get its secondary effect, which means I'm never going to get that. I'll go with this one because it's Fear and also Defend, so that's the best of both worlds. And for his, I've got to go with the Presence and Energy because he has no energy generation by default. His can be placed up to 3 away. What are the range of his powers? 0, 0, 1, and any. Okay, so he's got quite short range. But plus, he can target anywhere Dahan are, actually. I'm going to go there just to try and maximise his range. That's not a bad showing of powers. I think I've got quite a strategy. So, fast powers. First things first, let's just generate some fear there. I should be able to get tons of fear. Second thing, more fear. I will target here to pull him out of there, stopping him from building in the mountains. But I have a plan to deal with the guys who are building up in the north with Bodan. And they are going to be exploring the sands. That's not ideal. Slow powers. Predatory Nightmares. So this is Bodan. I'm going to... yeah. So I'm going to do it here and do 2 damage to that, which then allows me to push it into there so it won't cause trouble next turn. Favors called due there to allow me to draw in, let's go with those 2. So that now outnumbers them and generates my first fear card in the first turn. That's pretty good going. And Crops Wither and Fade. Oh damn, that's a range of 0. I missed that. Oh bugger. Okay, well, I can't target the place I was going to target there. So that, I'm going to have trouble there next turn. They're going to blight almost certainly. So I'm going to have to target there at the cost. Oh look, that's quite handy that like there isn't anything there. It's an extra 1 energy. That's a nice touch. Yeah, target there to turn the town into an explorer. That was my only choice. And into the next turn, growth again. I will go with Power Card and Presence again to gain an energy, and I will put it, I guess, there to give me some flexibility. and then gain a minor power. Lure of the Unknown, I think, is probably my best bet, because Bodan's thing is he's good at fear and control, so being able to shift... The reason he's good at control is because he can't destroy things, so instead he has to shift them around to keep them out of danger spots. Yeah, I'll go with Lure of the Unknown. Actually, what are the... Oh yeah, that's got all the right symbols for me. Alright, it's missing Beast, but whatever. And I think I'm going to go with Reclaim Cards. I don't really understand... Well, I understand, but I don't get on very well with Shadows Flicker Like Flames. Bodan is much more my speed. But if I go for a minor power, none of those are particularly good for me. Those two don't match the elements I need, and those two just aren't amazing. I guess I'll go with Rouse the Trees and Stones, my best bet, I think. I've just realised the problem. I don't have any energy, so I can't even play any of the things I've just got back. Damn! Alright, I'm undoing that. So, I said I wouldn't game that, or I wouldn't exploit that. The idea being, I'm not going to, like, deliberately do that to go, oh no, I didn't like the minor powers I got the option of. It just allows me to undo and like this, because I miscalculated. I think the fair thing would be to go for this one. Allow me to get some presence there. And then this should give me the same 4, yeah. And then I will go with the same one as I was planning on before. Okay, I think we're good there. Fast powers. A lot of fast powers here. First things first, I don't know how to use this. You target any person, sure. Flip that one over. Each player may push one explorer into a land with more towns and cities than the land from which it came. That's a really interesting one. Or a really odd one, at least. Gain a bit of fear. And gain a lot of fear. And then defend there and gain my second fear card. 1 fear card a turn, I would be happy with that rate. This one I only played because it was free and gives me a bit of extra fear. It's not actually something I need at all, so I will just use it there to get the fear. The level of fear, right. Each player may push, yep. That allows me to push them out of here. So each player may push 1 explorer into a land. So they're going to be building in the sands, which means I need to get rid of this one. Let's push that into there then. It's going to blight anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. And here I can stop them from building in those sands. Oh, defend 3 in all coastal. Sorry, I clicked off that. Nice. The thing with Bodan is you've got to be a bit careful with destroying stuff. A lot of his powers need to be on towns or cities for them to work properly. So you've got to be careful. You've got to like balance. Is it worth destroying this? Can I defend instead? And in this case, I defended and then destroyed it. But it's something you've got to keep in mind. And rouse the trees and stones. I can do 2 damage to somewhere without blight. They're going to ravage in the sands next, so that is probably the higher priority. So if I go for there and destroy the town for a bit of extra fear. And then I push that? Really? Oh yeah, push 1 explorer, okay. And I'll push that into the mountains. Next turn. Well, I need to reclaim up here. I don't have a choice there in that all my good cards have been used. I'll gain a minor power, I think. Not quite ready for a major yet. Sap the strength of multitudes. That's quite tempting because I will always get the additional power with that because I always have 1 air by default. However, the only useful element on that is the beasts, or I think it's actually called wilds, but I just keep calling it beasts. I think I'll go with that one just because it's 1 range, defend 5, and that's just quite useful for Bodan. Also, I have a minority of ones with beasts, but I need at least 1 beast in order to get the higher tier of Night Terrors. Same with him, I need to reclaim my cards. And wait, was there a worthless one I got? Rouse the trees and stones. No, that was helpful in the end, so I will go for another minor. Visions of Fiery Doom perfectly fit the symbols, and are probably quite useful for me. I don't know if it's the best one to go for, but I'm going to go for that one. So this thing on the right is called Foresight, and it basically shows you where they're going to be ravaging and blighting, and if you hover over it, it gives you sort of more information. So they're building in the wetlands, and they're ravaging in the sands. I feel I'm really letting the side down with Shadow's Flicker, but I think that's the best I can do. I'm much better at Bodan, but fast powers, let's go with Gather 1. Let's pull you out of there. This one, it doesn't actually make any difference this turn, so I'm just going to play it there in order to get the Fear. This one, Fear, and Defend there. So I won't get blighted there, but I will get blighted down here. So nothing happens. Oh, and they do 2 damage back. So I think I'm going to get rid of the 2 Explorers, because that way they're sort of contained, but it means that I do still have a town there that can be the subject of fear. So they blighted down here, they built a city up there and 2 towns there. Okay, and they're exploring in the jungle. Oh, you're really mixing it up. Slow powers. So predatory instinct. Let's go there. Hit the town to generate another fear card and take us to terror level 2. And I will shift you into there to be a fear factory. And I don't want to push that. Crops wither and fade. I think I need to target here to turn that town into an explorer. That's the only place I could. New turn. This foresight thing's actually quite useful for a quick glance at the beginning to see sort of where I need to focus my attention. Like here, it's going to cascade unless I do something. I'm going to go with Reclaim 1 to get my Defend card back. And I need to start unlocking my card plays because otherwise I'm a bit screwed. I'll just stick that on there because it's got a range of 0, unfortunately. And for you, I will go for a power card and a presence as well. So his energy jumps from 1 to 3, so that's definitely the good one to do. And if I make that a holy site, and then go for a minor power. Oh, I've got to go for Veil the Night's Hunt. That will make this turn a lot easier. Because I was planning on using Fiery Doom here to remove one of them, but I can just use Veil the Night's Hunt to just kill them both off. The problem with Sap the Multitude is that it doesn't have a moon on it. And it's the only card I have that doesn't have a moon on it, but I need the bloody moons to do my powers right. I need to unlock the additional card plays as soon as I bloody can, but for now, that will have to do. Fast powers, first of all, Fear. I will defend there to stop them from blighting, and I will gather the town to stop them from blighting there. Target there to deal 1 damage to each, stopping them from blighting there. Invaders do not build in lands where Dahan outnumber towns and cities. Interesting. So, nothing there, and I will... I'll kill him off, and yeah, sure, damage that doesn't make any difference. Nothing happens there, and then they build a town in the jungle, town in the jungle, a town in the jungle, and then nothing there because the Dahan outnumber them. And then they're exploring the mountains again. At least they're not sort of hitting one place multiple times. Mountains I can cover easily. It's wetlands I'm apparently struggling with. And rouse the trees and stones. I will go for this one. Damage those and push the Explorer. Where do I want to push the Explorer? They're going to be building in there, so I don't want him in there. Let's push him into there. Alright, and I've already planned part of my next turn. I know how I'm dealing with that and how I'm dealing with that. I will reclaim 1, which will be... It's got to be the Defend one again. I'm using that card so bloody much, I'm glad I got it. But I will also... what's the range on this? Damn, a range is 0. Okay, stick it on there. And I think for him, I will reclaim and gain power cards. Mantle of Dread is sort of a bit useless. It's got the right symbols for me, but... I don't know. I probably shouldn't be looking at major cards because I don't have the energy for it, so I'll go for another minor. These are pretty crap cards, frankly. I guess that one, because it's free and it's a moon and I need lots of moon. But that one just doesn't seem very useful. He's got plenty of bloody energy, so he definitely doesn't need that. And +1 energy, it just isn't worth it. So I'll go with Gift of Power. Feel I'm not using shadows particularly well, but fear and defend 6 there. Now this needs to be part of a 1-2 combo because they're actually going to be dealing 7 damage, so even defending 5 they'll still do enough to blight. So I need to target there with this to kill off one of those, meaning they'll only do 6 damage, enough to damage the Dahan but not enough to blight anything. Now this one isn't really very useful for anything I've planned. I think I'm just going to try pulling him out of there. It's not going to stop them building or anything, but I don't know, maybe it'll help in some way. But Dark and Tangled Woods there to defend against that Ravage. So Ravaging there, they lose a town. Another Fear card. Ravaging there, nothing happens. Ravaging there, that guy's destroyed. Ravaging there, nothing happens, because there are no Dahan there. And they build a city, a town, and a second city. Oh no, second town, sorry. I always get that confused. Yes, there need to be more towns than cities for them to build a city. That's okay then. Slow powers. There is only this one to destroy a town or replace a city with a town. I'm going to go with this one. It uses an extra energy, but it stops them building a city their next turn. I'm going to have to go with the Reclaim again because I need both of those defend cards in order to survive the turn. I mean, I know the point of this game is that you're always on the back foot, you're always defending, you're always reacting, but I don't know, I feel like I'm not getting ahead of it in this one. I think I'm going to get rid of Predatory Nightmares and get a Major instead, because I've got the energy for it, and I haven't used that because it's slow. So let's get a Major Power. Not a single bloody moon among them. Damn. I think I'm going to go with Talons of Lightning. It's not something I can use often, it's only available in mountains and wetland. Damn, that's pretty crap. But it generates a lot of fear, and with the damage, that will generate a load more fear, so that's good for a massive fear injection, and I'm going to get rid of Predatory Nightmares. I will go Presence and Energy, I think, for this one. I'm going to get it. Oh god, you can drag that. I'm going to get Blighted there, and will cascade. There's like nothing I can do. I have no way to defend that when I'm already defending all the way up there, and this way I can get some more energy to power up for an eventual Major Power, I think. Alright, let's go with that then. And I will go with Card Plays 3. And I'll put that... Damn, where did I need to put it? I'll put that there. Because that way I can use Fiery Doom with a range of 0 to target there and stop them from blighting. Okay, I think we're beginning to set up for a good 1-2 punch now. Fast Powers, Fear... And Defend 3 goes into this one. Defend 5 goes onto this one. Fiery Doom there to push the town into there. And I've got the second level of his innate power, so I think I just need to start whittling down this area. Wait, what? Oh, gather one and then destroy. Oh, never mind, actually. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I'll gather that one in there to stop him building, and then destroy 2 of them. And a second Fear card I've earned, that's pretty good. Defend 2 in all lands with presence. Each spirit gains 1 energy per presence. That's pretty good. Second one, each player removes 1 town or explorer from a coastal land. Holy crap. Unfortunately, there are only explorers in coastal lands, explorers and cities, which is not ideal, but it allows me... Well, he's going to die anyway, so I don't need to worry about that. What I can do is I can clear that one out and reduce the stress down here by getting rid of that one. I mean, it doesn't do much, but it means it's easier to defend. And now the mountain ravaging. So here, nothing happens. Here, everything's wiped out, generates a load of fear. Here, he gets killed. And then I get a blight, which then cascades into the corner. Let's get it out of the way so it doesn't destroy a presence. And then they build a load of bloody towns, and they're exploring coasts. Goody! Slow powers. I actually have a couple of these. So, Favours Called Due. I will gather a load of Dahan into here. Let's go with that one, that one, that one, and that one. That generates a load of fear. And Mantle of Dread, if I target myself, generates the fear, puts us into terror level 3, which is amazing. And then I will push that guy out into there. And that way, he's not going to build there. Alright, so I'm actually 3 fear cards away from just flatly winning. If I can generate 23 more fear, I have won. I'm going to reclaim 1 and add a presence. So let's get my defend card back. Oh, I can unlock a moon, which means I will always generate at least 1 fear. That's really good. Sadly, it's a 0 range, so I'm just going to stick it here because I'm certain they're going to get blighted and I'm going to have to lose it. I'm going to go with reclaim and gain a power card, but I'm going to gain a major. And I'm really hoping for something that's like 1 damage per Dahan as a fast thing. That would be perfect. Come on. 1 damage and 2 defend per Dahan. That's even better. Yes, that one. And I'm going to get rid of Concealing Shadows, because although it's 1 fear, which isn't much, and I'm never in a situation where the Dahan are taking damage. I've always defended them, so let's get rid of that one. Alright, I'm going to be generating a lot of fear this turn. And a ton more next turn as well. All is fast things, which means I might be able to win next turn. I don't know if I'm generating enough. First things first. Let's go boom, boom, boom. And then, what? 1 more? Boom. 8 defend. I love that. So they're going to wipe out the town next turn. Well, sorry, in the Ravage phase. And I will gather him into there to kill him off as well. Up here, let's generate some fear. Let's flip over. Well, yeah, what's that one going to do? Push any number of explorers or towns from 1 land. Interesting. Very interesting. I can push them out of there. Because they're all explorers and towns, so I can push them all out of there and then they won't ravage there, which means I can avoid any blight this turn. If I defend there, that'll defend 5 against the 6 damage it would take. Damn, hang on. I should have done Dreams of the Dahan first to generate 3 fear. And then I do this one. And that gets me a fear card. And I don't know which way round it is, but that one... Oh, okay, so that was the other one, so it seems it sort of takes it from there and adds it onto there. That wasn't my guess, I was intending to see the same one as before. Each player removes an invader from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. Okay, that'll help. And then I defend 5 here instead. First fear card. Push any number of explorers or thingies from 1 land. So I'm going to push the explorers into there and the town into there. And I have a very good reason for this. And then the second one, any number of explorers or towns from 1 land. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Push them all into here, they're all going to get destroyed. And then removes an invader from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. So, there are none. Okay. Sure. Alright, nothing happens there. There, they all get wiped out. Thank you, Dahan. Generates 2 more fear. And then they build a town there, and that is it. And they're exploring in the sands and mountains. But I think I'm going to win this turn. Next turn. Slow powers. Right, how many are left? 2. So I still need to generate 14 fear to win. I'm going to get 4 this turn. So let's go with... I don't think it really matters. That one, and then I'll turn that into a town. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. And this one, I'll do that on myself and push you into... I don't know. Into... Push you into there, sure. Alright, so I need 10 fear to win. Yeah, I've got it. I've got the win. Doesn't really matter what I do here because I'm literally going to win with Talons of Lightning, just 1 move. Hedging my bets as much as possible, I'm going to go with Power Card and Presence. Stick that down there, why not? And then a Minor Power. I'll go with Uncanny Melting, it doesn't really matter. None of them were as helpful as I was hoping, but sure. Alright, time to win. Fast powers. The one which, if I've calculated correctly, will just flatly win me the game. Right there. Generates 3 fear, giving me a card. 4 fear? Oh no, generates, 3 fear, giving me a card. and then I deal 5 damage. 1, 2, 3 there, 5 there, which generates 7 fear. Victory. Oh, bloody hell, fear is so powerful in this game. So yeah. Why is it not game over? Victory when revealed. Yay! Sure. Alright, that was all I had to do. Right, so yeah. That's the end of the game. Everyone is so terrified they just leave the island. Because it was inhabited by the 2 most terrifying spirits of all, Bodan and Shadows Flicker Like Flames. So, thank you very much for watching. This one went very well because I know Bodan very well. And my Shadows Flicker Like Flame game wasn't amazing, but he managed to sort of keep it level enough. Considering I didn't even get a Blighted Island, I did very well at this. And that's mostly because, yeah, Bodan is just so good, and having him supplementing fear meant the fear just shot up. So there was no chance of me actually destroying all the cities, but getting a fear victory, easy peasy. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy this, let me know. I can try with an adversary next time, continue upping the complexity. Subscribe for more board games, card games, miniatures, and D&D, and I will catch you later.